guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, guys. Come on in. I just want to tell you guys, come on in.
Miss Sylvia, what's going on?
Hey, honey.
How you
are
feeling?
Good.
You all right?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. What's been going on out here? I heard it's been this is Miss Sylvia right here.
Still created some doubt in Capricorn's testimony. I just want to tell you, still created doubt in Capricorn's testimony, and some of the doubt he created was with the police officer that came to take the police report and also to investigate what was going on in Cuddy's house. Okay. One of the questions Steele asked him, you know how Steele does with he's so meticulous in how he asks these questions. First, he starts off on asking about what the officers would consist in his report. You know, the report's supposed to be details of certain things that happened, right? So he asked, what was the scene look like when he first got to the house, right? What did the house look like? What did they see? What did he see and stuff like that? He mentioned he saw the black Escalade. He saw the black Escalade not once, but twice. The officer saw the black Escalade twice. And in seeing the black Escalade, he asked him certain questions about basically the motion, how slow it was going and things like that. Well, listen, one of the questions he asked him was, one thing I wanted to know, the officer mentioned that he arrived there at 8:20. 8:20. Now, remember the phone call? Remember in what's the name's testimony? She mentioned 6 o'clock in the morning. Y'all remember that? There's a discrepancy in there, right? And he also asked him, in the call, did you get a call about somebody being kidnapped? You know, because that would have been the urgency of them, or somebody had a gun. That was never mentioned in the report. Look at the babies, y'all. Hello, babies, y'all.
Oh, I'm supposed to
Hello, babies.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. Listen, I just thought it was cool. I totally
Don't
forgot this real
babies.
fast.
Don't record babies.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Anyway, they mentioned about he mentioned about how was in the call that he received, did they mention anything about anybody having a gun? Because if a police hears somebody having a gun, they would have brought all these different people with them as ammunition and stuff like that. Then they asked, did you hear anything about a kidnapping? Was there any call for a bolo? You know what a bolo is, right? You know what a bolo is, right? Do anybody know what a bolo is? That's like that alert that something's going on, that they need to be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Like an Amber Alert.
Yeah, be on the lookout because somebody's been kidnapped. There was no mention of a kidnap. There was no mention of a gun. And then, thank you. Thank you, April. So, Max is not here. No, Max is not here. But, and they said that there was a code 3. Code 3, meaning somebody's in somebody's house trespassing. Okay? The officers didn't even mention anything about the dog. Didn't mention anything. Because they went to the house, looked inside the house and everything. So, they didn't mention anything about the dog. Okay? Didn't even ask. Okay? He did ask about the homeowner. What did he observe about the homeowner? They said he was distraught. Right? And then he asked, did the homeowner mention anything about anybody having, hold on. If anybody was being chased, like did the homeowner mention him being chased? Because remember yesterday, Capricorn said that the Cadillac, they were chasing after Kid Cudi. Remember that? The officer said there was no mention of that. Then still asked the officer, did he see cars being chased? He says no, but he did see that the Cadillac drove by twice. First time it was driving slow, next time it was driving like around 20 miles per hour or something like that, he said. So still was able to poke holes. Now, here's the thing that was fascinating, y'all, because you know I'm in the main courtroom. My focus is on what the jurors are looking at, what the jurors' movements and stuff like that. One juror, y'all, when they mentioned the thing about the cars following, one juror smiled. One juror smiled. I don't know what that means, but she smiled. They were like ping pong, like their head was going like this. The judge still would say something, they would go like this. Still would say something, then the witness was going. But their head was like going like a tennis match, going ping pong, back and forth, back and forth. They were intensely watching, intensely listening to everything. Okay, they were just like boom, 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 and still was just like throwing those questions out, and they was just like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They were taking lots of notes. They were taking notes, especially when Steele was asking questions about the kidnapping. Did they get any kind of information of there's somebody being kidnapped? They asked the gun part. I saw them writing, and I saw them writing when he said something about the chase. So, was anybody? You said is anybody napping?
Meaning like kidnapping?
Yeah, no, yeah, and the pew pew. Yes, April, the pew pew. They wrote notes during that time too.
So let me
They ask about the pew pew. The pew pew. You know what the pew pew is, right? Okay.
So, Miss Sylvia, let me ask you a question. Do you think that he's gonna get found not guilty, or it's still too early?
My prediction would, this is Sylvia speaking, this is not law or anything like that. This is Sylvia speaking. Based on, I told y'all yesterday on my channel, there are some jurors that is on there. I don't think it's going to convict them.
That was great.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just being honest. I think it's going to be more of a hung jury. I think it's going to be more of a hung jury, because there are some people on there that the way they look, they see him being guilty, right? They see him being. You said 4 jurors disappeared. No juror disappeared. It's all the same 18 jurors.
No, she talking about whoever said that. Talking about remember the day when the 4 jurors was late coming in?
Oh, they were late.
It was just late.
Late.
Yeah.
Because it was stuck in traffic. You know, y'all see the way New
But
York traffic is?
Gina on a run right now.
They don't have a vote yet, so I don't know.
Who said I'm yelling? Happy Life said I'm yelling? Are you so loud? Happy? Well, you know, Happy Life, you ain't got to be on here if you feel I'm yelling. You know what I'm saying? You just, if it bothers your ears, I say move on.
She's inside.
I say move on. This is not the place for you, because I'm not a quiet person. I'm not a timid person. So you probably need to take that hearing aid out and move on. Move on. That's it. I can't help you. I'm not the channel for you, okay? Because I'm going to talk loud, okay?
Flash goal, y'all. Flash goal.
What happened?
Nah, it's flash goal. 20 roses. Nah, that's just TikTok. They throw challenges up there when you go live.
Y'all do the rose, whatever thing, do it for him.
So look, so Miss Sylvia. So do you think that I think that the prosecution is saving the best for last. I think that they're gonna
the victim number 4 is supposed to be coming today, y'all.
Yeah.
Victim number 4 is coming. Victim number 4 is supposed to be coming.
Now I think look, do you think that Christina Courtroom is gonna testify for the prosecution? That's KK.
I don't know.
I
I don't know. I'm just here to take notes and give you guys information. I don't know. And listen, I am not for anybody. I'm not for anybody. I am here just to give you the information. I don't know Diddy. I don't listen to his music. I don't know nothing about the man. All I'm doing is bring you guys information and give you what I have observed. Okay, I am absolutely unbiased. I don't know anything. So, and stop putting this stuff in here. Mods, you're not working. What's up with y'all?
Thank you, Miss Sylvia.
You're
I'll be
welcome.
I'll be over there, okay?
See
Thank
later.
you. So you heard it from Miss Sylvia.
So, what's so loud? Now that's loud. If you want to talk about something being loud, that's loud. Okay, there were people saying that Wendy Williams was here. No, there was no Wendy Williams. No, there was no 50 Cent. No, Gene Dean did not testify. Yeah, he's been here, but he does not testify. And what else? What else y'all want? I want to dismantle all these rumors.
I didn't know you were going to do it. I was just joking.
What else happened? Oh, okay. Right now, what they're doing right now, they are the testimony of the firefighter, the arson person. He's testifying right now, and the jurors are looking intensely at his testimony. They're listening. One of the things that the prosecutor did come up and they talked about him not having expertise in fingerprinting and not having expertise in DNA testing. So that to get it out the way, because they know that the defense side is going to bring up the part about the fingerprint. So the judge is going to allow it to come in, the report itself, but not him being an expert at it, but what was in the report. All right, I know me and my allergies. All right, what else y'all want to know? So, there was holes poked in Capricorn's testimony. Holes poked in the time. Holes poked in the kidnapping, because it was not in the police report, and it did it based on the police. Remember, there's holes being poked. So there's doubt is being created, okay? Remember, any case is based on beyond the reasonable doubt. So if they find a person is not credible in their testimony, they can just disregard that person's testimony. Remember yesterday I told you her testimony was pretty damaging towards Diddy, right? If it was true, if the juror believes everything she was saying. So now you have a police officer coming in who's supposed to report everything and certain things that they act on, right? So if the police officer is not putting in anything, a bolo on kidnapping, they're not putting in the time, because police officers' time is basically always accurate, because they have to put the time in when they're doing a report, right? So if the report time is different, if the bolo situation is different, and if the pew was not talked about, because that would have been something in there, okay? So because remember, defense is creating doubt, all right? Defense is creating doubt for their case. So then they're doing Mr. Steele. Yeah, I know Mr. Steele. He comes correct. He's very meticulous. He's very precise. He's detailed. He pays attention to details. So if the officer's questioning is not concise, Steele is going to bring it out, right? And this officer was well versed. He studied the stuff that he put down, because Steele even brought about him going back to his notes to recall, because it's been over 13 years ago since this particular thing happened. Then he had to go to his notes to check. And then he asked him, first of all, are your notes supposed to be exactly what happened during the time and blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, and he created doubt in Capricorn's testimony. Any questions? Oh, yesterday I told you guys I was going to tell you the makeup of the jurors, right? And I told you, where is my girl at? Is she in here? Is my girl in here? No toxicology reports yet. No, none of that yet. Not yet. I don't see her. I don't see her in here. Y'all, come on, get the likes up, guys. There's 204 people in my chat. 204 people trying to figure out what happened. Remember, I am in the courtroom. Now, let me give you the makeup of the jury. Let me give you the makeup of the jury and their nationality, if it's possible. What was the most important thing you learned yesterday? What was the most important thing I learned? I don't know if it's important. I don't know if it's important, but I learned yesterday that supposedly there was, allegedly, there was that there was a car chase, right? Larry, you want to know the makeup? Okay. Let me stay focused, y'all. Thank you, Larry, for bringing me back. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry, for bringing me back. I gotta get back. Focus. All right. Now, here's the makeup of the jury, okay? There are 3, I'm talking about the initial jurors, I'm not talking about the alternate. There are 3 women of color, meaning African American. I don't know if they're African American. They might be West Indian or something, but there are women that look like me, meaning, hey, no. There are women that look like me, right? There are 4 black male, right? 1 Spanish woman, 4 white male. Well, it's not totally white because one of them looked like he's not fully white. So, he's not fully white. Looked like he might be Spanish as well. 1 Spanish man. But he looks black. But his language might be Latin or something like that. Right. And I saw it's very diverse. The jury is very diverse. I think they picked a good bunch of jurors. They made facial expression. I saw a couple of them smiling about certain things that was said. And, oh my God, they're making so much noise. Making a lot of noise on the street. Oh, the family's here, y'all. The family's here. The family's here. Y'all see them?
Take that freaking flag down. You listen in the freaking phone. You steal it. You buy it. Take that freaking flag down. Which one? No, you don't look. You don't run.
I want to call you Sophie.
Huh?
I want to call you Sophie.
That's my name.
All right.
The family's coming out. The boys are coming out.
Guy here over here every day.
Yeah, that's right. Put on money. You know something? You think you're smart, you ain't getting nothing?
Oh, they're not gonna stand back there.
Wait.
That's the son. That's the son's coming out.
They late?
Get less than
Not really.
stand at the table.
Look at Oos. My colleague. We got the same colors on today.
I'm gonna go over here on the side.
If you need me to hold anything, just throw it in the bag. Like
There they
drink.
come. There they come, y'all. The family coming out. There you go. There go the son. There go the sons.
Exclusive. That's what you're talking about. Exclusive.
You see them? Okay, that's the boys. Yeah, I'm going back inside where they are. I'm going back inside with them. All right. I'm going back inside. I'm going back inside. You can't see him? Too late. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna go inside where they at now. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye.